What if I told you corruption in the US can be so bizarre it feels like satire? From politicians buying votes with beer to public officials bribed with pizzas, the truth is stranger than fiction. Get ready for 35 weird and ridiculous facts about US corruption that will make you laugh, shake your head, and wonder how this was even real. Number 1. Did you know one mayor in Kentucky once gave out free beer for votes? In 1951, voters lined up at local bars where kegs flowed in exchange for support. Outsiders call it shameless, but many residents happily sipped while politics turned into a drunken carnival. Number 2. Ever heard of corruption being paid in pizza? In Chicago, a local official was accused of taking stacks of pizzas from a restaurant owner in exchange for permits. Outsiders laugh at the idea of greasy bribes, but it shows how far corruption can sink. Number 3. Would you believe a judge once sold kids for profit? In Pennsylvania, 2 judges ran the infamous Kids for Cash scandal, sentencing minors harshly to boost private prison contracts. Outsiders were horrified, but locals watched justice collapse for greed. It was corruption at its darkest, where children were treated like profit machines. Number 4. Did you know some lawmakers once traded votes for steaks? In New Jersey, investigators found lobbyists handing out expensive steak dinners in exchange for political favors. Outsiders see fine dining, but insiders saw corruption served medium rare. It proves that in politics, even a sizzling ribeye can influence the laws of the land. Number 5. Can you picture votes being bought with turkeys? In the early 20th century, American politicians handed out frozen turkeys to sway poor families during elections. Outsiders called it bribery, but hungry citizens took the birds gladly. It is a wild reminder that corruption does not always come in cash, but in Thanksgiving feasts. Number 6. Have you heard of bribery paid in horse racing bets? In New York, some officials were exposed for taking race tips and even horses themselves as favors. Outsiders saw gambling madness, but insiders profited in silence. It proves corruption is not always about money. It can be about thrills, greed, and winning at any cost. Number 7. Did you know one mayor used slot machines as bribes? In the 1940s, officials in Louisiana were handed illegal slot machines to secure political loyalty. Outsiders laughed at the bizarre currency, but locals knew power was being spun with every pull. Corruption turned into a jackpot scheme where politics met casino tricks. Number 8. Ever seen politics mixed with hot tubs? In Arizona, officials were caught taking luxury hot tubs from businessmen in exchange for shady contracts. Outsiders shake their heads, but insiders soaked in bubbly corruption. It shows how comfort items can become power tools. Proving influence is not always bought with money, but with luxury leisure. Number 9. Would you believe politicians once accepted goats as bribes? In rural areas, livestock gifts were used to sway officials into approving permits or contracts. Outsiders laughed at goat politics, but locals took it seriously. It shows how corruption adapts to culture, turning barnyard animals into bargaining chips in the strangest halls of power. Number 10. Did you know campaign bribes once came in moonshine jars? In southern states, bootleggers gave homemade alcohol to politicians to keep law enforcement away. Outsiders saw it as comical, but insiders knew it kept illegal trade thriving. Corruption was bottled, labeled, and poured, proving that political deals can sometimes be sealed with a drink. Number 11. Have you heard of golf memberships as political bribes? In Illinois, politicians received country club passes in exchange for zoning favors. Outsiders saw it as leisure, but insiders knew the greens were where laws were shaped. It shows corruption is not always shady handshakes. It can happen over quiet swings and putts on sunny afternoons. Number 12. Ever seen corruption disguised as Christmas gifts? In many states, politicians were exposed for taking lavish holiday baskets stuffed with wines, hams, and chocolates from lobbyists. Outsiders called it bribery, wrapped in ribbon, but insiders claimed it was tradition. It shows corruption can arrive looking festive, but its cost is far from cheerful. Number 13. Did you know some lawmakers enjoy all-expense-paid vacations funded by donors? Imagine sipping wine in luxury hotels while passing laws back home. These trips are often disguised as educational events, yet they serve as gateways for corporations to whisper wishes into the ears of power. Number 14. How strange is it that politicians leave office and instantly become lobbyists for industries they once regulated? This revolving door blurs lines between public service and private gain. Instead of retiring quietly, many leverage their connections to cash in while shaping policy from behind the scenes. Number 15. Would you trust justice if judges took campaign donations from lawyers and corporations? In many states, this is legal. Imagine facing a lawsuit while your opponent's lawyer funds the very judge deciding your case. It is a twisted reality that makes fairness feel like a paid commodity. Number 16. Did you know defense contractors often charge the government absurd amounts for simple items? There are reports of the Pentagon paying hundreds for screws and thousands for coffee makers. These bloated deals thrive because oversight is weak, and taxpayer money becomes a bottomless buffet for profiteers. Number 17. Can you believe there are cases where lawmakers were recorded as voting, even when not present? This practice, called ghost voting, lets absent representatives appear active. It raises questions. Are votes truly the voice of the people, or just numbers pushed by party machines to maintain control? Number 18. Ever wondered why officers often escape punishment even in shocking cases? Police unions hold immense influence, negotiating contracts that shield members from accountability. These protections can include delays in questioning, erased records, or forced payouts. The result: justice twisted by the very systems meant to enforce it. Number 19. Why do billion-dollar sports teams demand taxpayer money to build stadiums? Cities often cave, promising economic growth that rarely arrives. Meanwhile, owners pocket profits while residents pay higher taxes. The strange part is fans cheer, even as their wallets quietly fund luxurious arenas they can barely afford. Number 20. Could freedom really depend on wealth? In many states, bail bond companies thrive by exploiting the poor. While rich defendants walk free before trial, the poor remain locked up for minor offenses. This two-tiered system is legal corruption, trapping people in cycles of debt and lost opportunity. Number 21. Did you know pharmaceutical companies spend more on lobbying than any other industry? That means drug prices often reflect politics, not fairness. While patients ration insulin or skip medicine, corporations pour millions into lobbying to block reforms. It is a chilling reminder of money over human health. Number 22. Ever heard of massive public projects built just to enrich contractors? Highways and bridges sometimes lead to nowhere because of corruption, cost inflation, and political deals. Taxpayers fund these projects while officials cut ribbons with smiles. The only winners are the builders who profit from endless delays. Number 23. How is it possible that millions flow into politics under the radar? Super PACs and dark money groups exploit loopholes to keep donor names hidden. This secrecy allows corporations and the ultra-rich to push agendas unnoticed. What seems like democracy often hides billionaires pulling strings in shadows. Number 24. Imagine a corporation earning billions in America, but paying almost nothing in taxes. How? By using offshore tax havens in places like Bermuda or the Cayman Islands. While ordinary citizens pay their share, corporations dodge responsibility legally. It is corruption dressed as smart business, draining the nation silently. Number 25. Imagine police taking your cash or car, even if you never face charges. Civil asset forfeiture allows this in many states, and departments often keep the profit. Is it law enforcement or legalized robbery disguised as public safety? Many citizens are left helpless in this shadowy loophole. Number 26. Ever wonder why politicians rarely leave broke? Many are promised lucrative jobs by lobby firms if they support certain bills. This revolving door turns lawmakers into future employees of the very industries they were meant to regulate, leaving citizens trapped in a cycle of backroom incentives. Number 27. Some billion-dollar corporations legally pay zero federal taxes while ordinary citizens face audits for minor mistakes. Complex loopholes allow this manipulation. How can everyday workers trust a system where the richest bend the code and lawmakers who created it benefit from campaign funding? Number 28. Why do cities pour taxpayer money into billionaires' stadiums? Owners promise jobs and growth, but studies reveal minimal benefits. Meanwhile, schools and hospitals lose funding. Is cheering for a team worth sacrificing essential services? Corruption hides behind community pride, and ordinary taxpayers pay the bill. Number 29. Huge companies often quietly settle scandals involving fraud or unsafe products. Instead of transparency, non-disclosure deals shield executives while victims sign away rights. Should a justice system protect citizens or corporations? Secrecy means repeat offenses continue, leaving trust and fairness dangerously undermined. Number 30. In the U.S., freedom often depends on wealth. Bail bonds keep poor defendants locked away while rich suspects walk free. This billion-dollar industry profits off inequality. Is it justice when the size of your wallet decides your chance to prepare a defense before trial begins? Number 31. Politicians redraw districts to choose voters instead of voters choosing them. Oddly shaped maps ensure parties cling to power, silencing real competition. How can democracy thrive when boundaries are weaponized? Corruption does not always involve money. Sometimes it is carving lines to steal representation. Number 32. Imagine millions flooding campaigns from unknown donors. Dark money groups exploit non-profit loopholes to conceal wealthy backers. Voters are left guessing who truly controls policies. How can citizens trust democracy when the real architects of power hide behind organizations built to disguise influence? Number 33. What if judges ruled on cases where they secretly owned stock in the companies involved? Investigations revealed it happened thousands of times. Should impartial justice have price tags tied to investments? Corruption is not always public. Sometimes it wears robes and hides inside the court. Number 34. Lawmakers sometimes trade stocks while shaping laws that affect those industries. Imagine profiting off inside knowledge while the public struggles. Should those writing rules also be allowed to bet on outcomes they control? Many citizens see this as the definition of corruption, yet it continues. Number 35. Military contract waste billions vanish through bloated defense contracts, padded invoices, and projects never completed. Why are taxpayers footing endless bills while companies grow rich? Oversight often fails, and political allies shield the waste. Is national defense being protected, or is corruption simply disguised as patriotism and security? So there you have it, 35 bizarre corruption facts proving that power and money often rewrite the rules. Which one shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts below. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden truths that others never tell. Until next time, keep questioning everything.